What's good, YouTube? Crown Jewel Boxing, back with a gym. I got to watch a very interesting video earlier with Zab Judah, Mill City Boxing, and a guy named Scooter who was brought in the very last minute with Ryan Garcia to help him share weight. Um, he admitted that he took 11 pounds off of Ryan, um, or something like 13 pounds, something like that, within 11 hours he spent with him. Um, During his final 11 hours leading up to his weigh-in. Uh, he said the 3 pounds he was over was not purposeful. It did not come from Floyd Mayweather, and basically, he just exposed that Ryan Garcia was trolling all of us once again. Um, he said Ryan or himself, neither Ryan nor himself even knew that he was 143 when Ryan decided that he wasn't going to lose any more weight. He said, they went into the steamer. They spent some time in there. They got down. I think that at one point, Ryan said he wanted to take a break. He was cool with it. They weighed themselves at that time. It was one. He was 140. Um, he said after a break, they went back in. They were in for a while. At some point, Ryan decided that he wasn't going to cut anymore. He didn't want to do anymore. He just paid a fine. At that point, he hadn't even got on the scale. Didn't know what he was going to weigh. He just knew that he didn't want to cut anymore, and then he was willing to pay the fine. He said, "Okay." They stopped. They then weighed on a unofficial scale, which was after they had already Ryan had already decided that he wasn't going to do anymore, and at that point he realized he was 143. But again, it was an unofficial scale, so he had no clue if it was accurate. So all this stuff Ryan said about purposely coming in at 143 and not trying to shed weight, I kind of had a feeling it was BS because, again, I saw the picture he posted on his IG the night before. He looked sucked in. He looked dehydrated. So he obviously was trying to cut weight. Um, According to his weight loss guru, that came in at the last minute to help him. He had a rough weight cut. He did cut a bunch of weight. And he eventually reached a point where he felt like he was too weak to cut anymore. And so he stopped. But at that point, he had no clue, how much he weighed. So it wasn't no calculated, they won't make me lose more than 3 pounds or any of that. It was, wasn't something that came from Floyd Mayweather. He said there was no phones. It was him and Ryan in a steamer, nobody else there. And Ryan just decided he had had enough. So that's yet another myth we can debunk. It wasn't purposeful, and he's clearing his name that he didn't help Ryan cheat. And of course, the 3 pounds did not come from Floyd Mayweather. Ryan just so happened to one of the things he said turn out to be true. He said he tried. He felt like 143 was all he could get down to. That was all he could get down to the previous fight. And that, he just realized his body couldn't cut anymore. So let's get rid of at least some of the extravagant ideas of what happened. Um, he kind of leaned towards him thinking like, there was probably contamination that caused Ryan to pop dirty. He agrees that it had to get there somewhere. He swears it didn't happen under his care, and he doesn't see how it would be so minute and be in his system long enough to help him. I'm not a scientist. I don't know much about steroids, but he did debunk the weight thing. Um, as far as everything else, we just have to wait and see what happens with the investigation. But again, Ryan Garcia trolled quite a few of us once again. He did not come in 3 pounds over on purpose. He did not get guided by Floyd Mayweather on how to come in overweight. It just was by chance, according to his weight loss guru. He just reached a point where he didn't want to put himself through any more torture to lose weight. And he just so happened to be at 143 when he got that feeling. That's all I have for y'all right now. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, your ass off the floor. Peace.